So this week I'm taking some of those ornaments like we made last week and I'm showing you some simple ways to decorate them. Stay tuned and see how fun and easy these are to do. Alright, so I made this little ornament up just a few minutes ago, so I am going to attempt to do it again. So we're going to take a bead, one of our bead ornaments that is done in a blue, and a pair of locking tweezers is going to become your best friend. Kind of hook it in there. I do have a boo-boo on my polish, but I'm not going to worry about that. You'll need a couple of dotting tools, one slightly larger and then a smaller one. And I'm using these LA Colors Art Deco polishes. They're a little thicker than a regular nail polish. They're made for nail art. I got these at Dollar Tree. Even in the regular store though, I see them for not much more than $1.50 to $2. So I've got a white one and I've got a silver glitter one. This one happens to be called Icebreaker. And I don't know how many years I've had these. I'm assuming they still have these colors or something similar. And I'm putting it out just on a piece of plastic packaging because it'll make it a lot easier to work with. So I'm going to start, I'm holding my tweezers shut a little more. I'm going to take my kind of medium-ish, so let's start on this side. This side of the ornament looks better. And then I'll do the other side off camera. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put a dot kind of in the middle. There. Now I'm going to take a slightly smaller, this one probably, dotting tool. Go straight across. And we're going to do a couple of different ornaments today, and then I'm hoping to do some more next week. I have several ideas, but I don't want this video to get super long. Alright, so do that. Kind of looks, I don't know, it's a flower. What is this? You tell me. I'm going to take some of this silver and I'm going to dot over the white in the center. I just want to put a little bit of sparkle in that middle. There. Now this needs to dry. When this is dry, and it's nice because you can hold it like that. Let that set up just a few minutes. I'll do the reverse side, and when that's all done and dry, I'll come back. I'll show you what that looks like, and we'll do another one. Alright, let's do another ornament. This one I'm going to put over some red glitter polish. And this one is loosely based on an ornament that I remember my mom having on our Christmas tree when I was little. So I'm going to start with some white. And one of the cool things about this Art Deco polish is this great big, basically liner brush. Let's see if I can get this where I can do this, where I can brace it and not shake too much and still be able to see what I'm doing and have you see it. And all I'm trying to do is draw a fairly straight line around my ornament. And remember, only one side is going to show on the tree. So if you mess up one side, just make sure that one's hung to the inside of your tree. There. Alright, so that white line is going to have to dry. I'm trying to get it as even as I can. Although, as I recall, the ones Mom had were, I think they were really old ones that she'd been given from somebody, and they were hand painted in Europe, so they were not perfect. Alright, we are going to let that dry, and when that's dry, I'll be back and we'll add the next color. Alright, I'm hoping that's dry. Now I'm going to take the silver glitter. I should have opened that up before I picked that up. Now we're going to take advantage of that long brush again. Let's see if I can do this someplace where you guys can see. And this line I don't really want solid. I just kind of want a little bit of glitter. One thing, if you have not used this polish, this type of polish before, it smells weird. It doesn't smell like regular nail polish. It has a very odd smell to it, but it works really well for these details. I think I'm going to run a bead along the bottom too. And these aren't going to be perfect, and that's okay. We're not going for perfection here. You can if you want. I'm not. I want to show you guys as many options as I can in the videos, and that means sometimes I have to cut some corners and not make them as perfect as I would like. And I have to be okay with that. So there we go. It's got those two little lines. I'm going to let those dry. And I think I'll come up with one more design for today, and so when I do that, I'll be back. Alright, so our third and final ornament, I've got this little kind of greenish colored ornament, and I got this set of nail art deco at Dollar Tree. So really inexpensive. I've got some little red flowers there I'm going to put on this one. So I've just got some clear polish. It's a clear top coat type polish. And I'm sure I've showed you guys the spaghetti trick. Take a piece of raw spaghetti and you can pick up things like that. And do the same thing on this side. Hopefully my polish is thick enough that it's not going to let these move around too much. I'm going to let let's do 4 on this one. And all you got to do to this raw spaghetti is just touch it to your tongue to get it just a little damp. And the raw pasta will get very sticky on the end, and it's just sticky enough to pick up something like a bead or a jewel. There, now those are going to dry. When that's all dry, I'll come back. I'll show you all 3 of our ornaments we made today, and then next week we'll do some more. Alright, these are all ready to go. Let's go ahead and get a little cleanup done on them. I've got some remover there in the lid to the container. Just do a little cleanup. I'll get that a little bit better off camera, but let's give you an idea how to do this. That's all you have to do, really. I don't know if you get down on the ornament, just go back and touch up your paint. And these aren't really going to show that much because they're going to be over the branches on our tree. But let's see if I can get this a little bit better. Use that to get that out of there. So there we go. We have the red, white, and silver. We have our little blue with the dots on it. And we have this one with our little flowers on it. I think those all turned out really cute. Next week we'll see what else we can do with some of the other ornaments. I hope you enjoyed the project. Be sure and check the blog post for some better photos. And depending on how much time I have to write the blog, how long it will be. Running kind of late this week. So also check the Facebook page if you haven't already. That's usually the fastest way to get a hold of me, and I will see you next week.